Hello everyone, and welcome back to another video. My name is Goblin King, and today I'll be showing you guys how to make a really efficient dirt farm, as you seem to always need dirt, but never have enough of it. So, for the farm, you're going to want 3.5 stacks of any block that you want to build with, 5 hoppers, 2 chests, 6 pistons, 10 repeaters, 1 redstone torch, 1 slab of any choice, 1 block of TNT, 4 observers, 1 button, 1 dispenser, 1 dropper, 1 sign, 2 levers, 1 bucket of water, and 25 pieces of redstone dust. I'll stay here for a few seconds and so you guys collect up all the materials that you need. I think that's plenty of time, so now let's get started on the farm. To start the farm, you want to place 2 chests as such, and then a line of 5 hoppers like so. 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 4 more of any blocks of your choice. 1, 2, 3, 4. Followed by a 5th temporary block, and then a block on top of it. You then break your temporary block. You are then going to make 2 lines of your blocks like such. Followed by another temporary block, and then another block before breaking that temporary block. And then you repeat this on the other side. And to finish it off, you place a bucket of water right here. This is your collection system. Now with that done, we can make the rest of the collection platform. You want to make a line of 11 blocks like so. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And then you want to make another line of 11 blocks going this way. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Same thing on this side. 1 or 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And then to close it off, you do the same thing like this. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And now you fill in this platform, and I'll get that done real quick so we can continue on with the build. Okay, so now with your platform in place, you can then place some water buckets like so, and now your collection platform is all done. So now, let's get started on the actual mechanisms up above. To do that, you want to go to this corner, the back right, place 3 blocks, break the 2 temporary, and then build up 15. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and then 1 temporary right here, before building a 3 by 4 platform. 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 4, and filling it in. Once you've done that, you also want to place 2 more temporary 2 more blocks right here, building this one up 2, and this one up 3. We will come back to that later. First, before we get to that, you then want to place your piston right here with a block on top, and then you want to go out 1, 2, 3, 4, and fill this in, because this is where your redstone, I miscounted, right there. This is where your redstone repeater clock will be going. You then want to place your repeaters like this, but it doesn't really matter because it could go either way. You then want to pull out 2 ticks, 1, 2, 1, 2, and then fill the redstone in. You then want to place a block here, powering the system on, or powering the repeaters on, break it quickly, and then break a piece of redstone to get the clock moving, before hooking it back up. This will allow the dirt or coarse dirt that you place to be pushed, but that's not needed right now, so we'll keep it off like so. We'll just have that running. Now, let's get started on the mechanism to push it downwards. To start the mechanism, you want to build out 2 blocks like so, then you want to go down 1, and then down another, and then build out 3 more blocks. 1, 2, 3 like so, and fill it all in with redstone like such, because this will be hooked up to your main your main redstone repeater clock up here that runs the entire system. So now you then want to place a line of 3 blocks like so, put a line of redstone dust on top, followed by another line of 3, and your final repeaters, all at max tick. You then want to do a line of blocks on top, because this is where your pistons will go, followed by 1 singular observer on this nearest piston to the platform, because this will detect all the dirt and will tell it to move. To finish it off, you have to place a block below it like such, and a redstone repeater facing this way. The redstone repeater does not have to have any ticks on it, it has to be just the base repeater, because when you place a block there, it will continue to run. In this will run the block pusher, because if I hook this up and hold down blocks, you will see that it begins to push downwards. And that's how we want the system to work. Now, it's time to work on the actual TNT mechanism, so let's get started with that in a sec. So to start the TNT mechanism, you want to place a temporary block there, and then build out 3 as such. You then want to place 1 extra block here to make this little L shape, before placing a line of 2 here, and then 1 extra one like so, and then 4 blocks tall here, like such. You then are going to want to place your sign here, followed by your dispenser with a bucket of water in it, and your button on this side. This is just so that it can stop the TNT flow emergencyly if you really need to. You are then going to want to place a block there, followed by your chest, which I realize now I forgot to say you needed maybe 4 or 3 to 4 for this build, but what can I do now? You're then going to build up 2 tall here, 2 tall there, 1 block there, and then 2 tall there, and 1 tall there. But after that, you're going to want to start with the TNT mechanism, which involves some pistons. To do this, you're going to want to go up 4 blocks here, as such, 2, 3, 4, followed by an L shape like that, and 1 more block there, followed by your piston on 1 there, and 1 there. To now finishing this thing off, you're going to place 2 blocks like such, another 2 here, your slab right there, a line of blocks like so, and then you want to place your redstone all the way along like such, your observer facing the other way, that's my fault, place the block there, and finally your TNT like that, and your water flowing down right there. Now this is your entire TNT mechanism. Now let's get started on the actual clock to get it moving. And now with the TNT system all done, it is now time to work on the repeater clock. You first want to place 2 blocks like this, because they are just temporary, break 1, and have your observer facing this way. This is so that the face is facing the repeaters that are being activated. You then want to break this block and make a 2x4 platform as such. 2, 3, 4. And then another 4, and then move this platform. You now want to place a block in this corner, followed by your redstone torch, and your redstone repeaters facing this way with 4 ticks. You want to have it exactly like this, because if not, it will not work. You then want to place 2 more pieces of redstone like such, another repeater at 4 ticks, and then 1 less repeater at 4 ticks. And now you have your hopper clock working. And the farm should now be working flawlessly. If you want to stop the TNT from being activated, you should place a redstone lever there, and flick it on, and boom, the system is stopped. After that, you may want to have a little system that gives you all the coarse dirt that you might need for this farm to actually run. And to do that, you just gotta do a quick little observer system like such, place your lever there, or place some exactly like that, and boom, it's all activated and going. This will give you coarse dirt while you stand here with your netherite hoe, because it gives you the most durability for the farm, and boom, you're all squared away. Now, let me give you a quick demonstration of the farm before we close things out. You first gotta click on this lever, and then connect up your redstone there, and now, hold down left click, and boom, you now have coarse dirt being made into dirt. One thing I will say for this farm is that you may want to have a brick for it, because if not, you'll be losing a lot of your dirt into coarse dirt. But other than that, it's a pretty good farm and pretty reliable. Let me turn this down because it was pretty loud. I'm sure it was really hard for you guys to hear me. But yeah, that's all of this for the farm. One thing I will say for this is that you may want to move this around depending on where you want it, because depending on how things are, the lever may affect the piston, but that's only when it's off. Or yeah, when it's actually going, it will not affect the piston, but that's not a big deal, I don't think. So if you get onto the chest, there should be a decent amount of, there's a decent amount of coarse dirt, and that was just from a short amount of time, which is obvious why there's not a lot. But if you run this for a few hours, or not for a few hours, you can't run it for a few hours because the hoe would break before you could even get to that far. But however long you needed to, you would definitely get a lot of dirt, because if you have a brick on your laptop or your keyboard, and it's like constantly hoeing, there should be no loss. So with that, I thank you guys all for watching. Leave your feedback and your thoughts on this farm down below, and I hope you guys all enjoyed. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.